6 steps to how I started a multi-million pound business in my 20s. If you're a 20-something, you're in a uniquely powerful position to start a business. Your commitments are low, you've been born into a digital goldmine that only your generation natively understand, you have virtually nothing to lose, and your lack of preconceived ideas about how the world is meant to work make you accidentally incredibly innovative. There is no better time to roll the dice and start your business, and here are 6 steps you should follow in order to have success in creating your own. Point number 1, pick an idea that works for you. One of the big misconceptions about starting a business is that you need to find something you enjoy doing and do more of that. Wrong. I love playing football, but I'm not good enough to play football professionally, and if I tried to pursue it as a career, I would undoubtedly fail. A surefire way to guarantee failure is by building a business around your weaknesses. So I play football as a hobby, but I build businesses around the things that come naturally to me and things that I enjoy doing. So public speaking, making videos, sales, social media, and marketing. You have to enjoy it, but you also have to be playing to your strengths. This is why self-awareness is vitally important for entrepreneurs. Self-awareness is having a clear perception of your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, your thoughts, your beliefs, your motivations, and your emotions. Take some time to become more self-aware. If you're incredibly organized, start a virtual assistant business. If you're artistically creative, maybe a branding or design business is better suited to you. Point number 2, create your deck. Step 2 is to create your pitch deck. A pitch deck is a brief presentation, usually based on slides, that provides the reader with an overview of your business. It's often created using PowerPoint or Keynote, and I recommend keeping it as short as you possibly can, 10 to 15 slides max. Before your idea becomes a reality, you're going to have to tell hundreds or even thousands of people about it. Trying to explain your idea vocally or via Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp is dangerous. You'll miss key parts. You'll be long-winded, your idea will be misunderstood, and you'll not do your idea justice. And that's the most important thing. This deck is your chance to sit down and present your idea in all its glory and to give it its best possible chance of being understood and, more importantly, being valued. Point 3, launch fast. When it comes to launching businesses and products, good enough is perfect. Your job is to figure out the minimum viable product. This is the version of your product that has the minimum required value to satisfy your early adopters and to collect that maximum amount of validated learning about your customers with the least effort. Here's an example. If I wanted to start a t-shirt company, instead of spending years perfecting the design and building the best website to sell them on, you should take some basic sketches to a busy street corner before you launch and ask people for their thoughts. Another approach would be to put some images onto a web page and see which ones people click on the most. From either approach, you could then base your first round of t-shirt production on these types of designs and prevent losing vast amount of time and money producing stock that the market isn't interested in. This is a strategy for iteratively learning about your customers, and it helps entrepreneurs start the process of learning as quickly as possible. In contrast to building a product you think has value, this approach proposes that you learn about your vision by getting potential customers to test an idea or a prototype. You then adapt your product based on the feedback collected, rather than investing a lot of time and money into a fully fledged product before you know whether the market gives a shit that it exists or not. It isn't the smallest product imaginable. It's simply the fastest way to get through the build, measure, learn feedback loop with the minimum amount of effort. Its goal is to test your most fundamental business hypothesis, which is, does the market care that this product exists? Point number 4, pivot around what your customers want, not what you want. This is about listening and being humble enough to admit that your original hypothesis may have been horribly wrong. Every entrepreneur's original hypothesis is in some way wrong, and you should embrace the fact that yours will be too. Success is earned by those entrepreneurs that have the humility to listen to what their customers are telling them, not to what they want to hear. Entrepreneurs fail when their own self-delusion makes them stubbornly attached to their own original hypothesis, and they end up going down with the ship. Sometimes you have to go in the opposite direction to survive. Don't be romantic about the solution. You create the vision, you give it to your customers, and if you listen carefully, they'll correct it for you. Point number 5, outwork everybody you know. When it comes to succeeding as a young entrepreneur, there are so many elements that are down to luck and opportunity and timing and assumptions, and all of these things are out of your control. The one thing that can move the needle the most, that is completely in your control, is hard work. So do not allow this to be where you let yourself down. Let this be your advantage over everybody else. If you want to win, you must expect to work really fucking hard. And I don't mean a couple more hours, I mean 100-hour weeks, including weekends. And so if you're not willing to compromise work-life balance, then it probably isn't going to work out for you. The good news is, if you love it and you're obsessed about it like I am, it all feels like life. None of it feels so much like work. It's life balance. There's a famous quote that says, once you find something you love doing, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And that couldn't be more true about entrepreneurship. Point number 6, be patient, persistent, but not passive. Contrary to the way social media often makes it look, business success doesn't happen overnight, and it's certainly not easy. It takes years, for some decades, and for others, more than a lifetime. It's a product of failure, hard work, persistence, and more failure. There is a proverb that goes, all good things come to those that wait. It is a well-known saying which holds some truth, but I've come to learn it's a saying that is fundamentally incomplete. Waiting alone is not enough. Waiting is passive. Good things don't come to those who wait. Being passive is lazy. Passivity and patience are two completely different things. Patience, in this context, is the conviction to keep going when the going is hard, slow, and the rewards are nowhere in sight. I had to patiently fail for many, many years before I had any success, and most of the world's top entrepreneurs persistently and patiently failed their way to the top. So you need to adopt incredible impatience in the short term, in the day-to-day, but long term, be patient about the rewards. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this list. If there are any topics you'd like me to make my next list video on, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make a video on the comment that gets the most thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel for videos like this, but also for my daily vlog, which is shot every single day and comes out at 8 p.m. Turn on the post notifications, and if you comment within the first 30 minutes of the video going live, you can win some amazing prizes. Thank you so much, and I will see you again next time.